This is Chloe Kitts, South Carolina star forward. She's going to miss the entire season with the torn ACL. And I love the power of the internet because I'm not familiar with the player, you know. But I can ask, what kind of player is Chloe Kitts? And it's going to tell me this is a versatile forward known for her high basketball IQ, connecting play, and strong rebounding, not for dominating individual scoring. While a crucial part of the South Carolina Gamecocks, she is sidelined for the 25-26 season after suffering a torn ACL in October 2025. She is described as embodying her team's championship DNA through her ability to play a key role in winning, as demonstrated by her performance in the 2024 national championship game. And I remember that game with the victory over Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes. But now this character, she's going to miss the entire upcoming season. She's missing the entire season with this torn ACL now. Okay, and look, this is our story right here with the Associated Press. Chloe Kitts. And I guess I'm supposed to play this video right here, which I forgot about. Man, it's so humid in Arizona. After a few days of raining, like a lot of rain, damn, it's humid.
Well, we have breaking news out of the sports world this morning. South Carolina women's basketball star Chloe Kitts will be out for the upcoming season. The season has been diagnosed with a torn ACL in her right knee. She is expected to have surgery this week. Kitts, who's a senior, has been a starter for the Gamecocks for the last 2 seasons. She helped get the team to back-to-back national title game appearances, including their 2024 title. Head coach Don Staley says the Kitts' competitive fire will be felt from the sidelines this season, and they'll tip off their 2025-2026 season against Anderson next Friday night.
All right, okay. So, can you see that right there? Look at torn ACL 43, like Chloe 43 with the language. I know this could happen, and it could be a coincidence. But then you get just ACL 65 like injury. That makes sense, right? But what do you think about ACL's got 16 like Kitts, 20 like Chloe on top of that? So I guess that's a normal ACL and a torn ACL right there. You see that? I've never had one of those. Look at that though. You're talking the language right there. Let's go back over here to, I like presenting more over here. I'm going to show you how this character has strong basketball connections by the numbers as well. You see, we get the little arrow right there. That's cool, right? Look at that 43, Chloe and torn ACL. And then you see these matches right here. Kitts has 79 in the ABC 123 cipher. And this article, October 13th, is the day leaving 79 days in the year. Check that out right there. So you could say that this stuff's a coincidence. It's cool, isn't it? If you want to say it's a coincidence, okay. Then we could talk about that's amazing, right? Check that out right there. Okay? Now, do you think this just is this a coincidence? What other word do I use? Chloe Kitts in the reverse cipher 148. Her August 5th, this last birthday, August 5th, leaves 148 days in the year. The alphabet in reverse, there's 26 letters. Okay. So, do you see that right there? In reverse, C24, H19, L15, O12, E22, K16. The alphabet in reverse, I would be 18. You see T is 7, S is 8. You get the double T's there. Check that out. 148. And I just have ABC123 right there with the alphabet going forwards with the last name. K11, I9, T20. Again, that's the double T. S is the 19th letter. That's ordinal. ABC123 with the alphabet forwards. And then you see reverse with Chloe Kitts. Now look at this 148. So you see her name 148 this last birthday, August 5th, leaving 148. I want to show you that number is trending right now because I just did this decode. Ty Simpson shines as number 8 Alabama, edges number 14 Missouri men's college football. Look at number 14 versus number 8, and that was trending 148. And now this 148 pops up. Her birthday is August 5th, the 8th month and the 5th day. You could say the 5th day of the 8th month. Chloe Kitts equals 58 in reverse reduction. Basketball equals 85. And that's a South Carolina picture. Just kind of like a generic picture I put up there. It hits though, right? Even basketball's got 185. You see the 85 in there, don't you? Reverse reduction out. Ooh, it's raining again out here in Arizona. I look out the window. More sprinkles now. Good thing I got my bike ride in already. Look, alphabet in reverse reduced. Q's the 10th letter. So all of the double digits, you add the 2 digits and you reduce to a single digit. Chloe Kitts 58 syncs up with her birthday. I told you 148 is a special basketball number. Magic Johnson's birthday is the 14th day of the 8th month. So look at how this basketball player, they say she's important to South Carolina. Now she's out for the season with the torn ACL. She's got the Magic Johnson connection by the numbers with that 148 right there. And it doesn't stop there. North Carolina equals 148. She plays for South Carolina. Isn't that awesome? Tell me how awesome that is. That's completely awesome. You want to go a little bit further? Michael Jordan played for North Carolina, obviously connected to Magic Johnson. Remember Bird, Magic, pass the torch to Michael. North Carolina, South Carolina connection here. Michael Jordan's birthday, February 17, 2/17. That Chloe Kitts birthday is the 217th day of the year. Strong basketball connections. You're talking Magic Johnson. You're talking Michael Jordan. That's interesting. She plays for the Gamecocks. Like Magic Johnson. Do you get it? Johnson referring to that, you know what I'm saying? Remember he had the HIV AIDS script as well. Get Magic Johnson. Remember Easy E with AIDS, easy, like somebody's easy to get in bed. Come on, right? Anyways, we're talking about the Gamecocks here. that's interesting how they beat Caitlin Clark too. The Hawkeyes, right? But Caitlin Clark, are you a dude as well? But isn't this an amazing? And look at South Carolina's got Columbia right there. Is that interesting? Because is it Columbus Day today? I think there are Indigenous Peoples Day or whatever. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. That's interesting how it says Augusta down there, which is maybe in Georgia, right? But that's interesting because it's right there on that South Carolina border, it looks like, according to that map. And, the Magic Johnson birthday. Oh, and look, Magic Johnson's birthday, I didn't mention 9 days after Chloe Kitts. That's amazing, right? But, anyways, I think today, as I speak, I, I I think it's that holiday. And they're like covering up that holiday. It's like you don't really know about it and then you kind of find out throughout the day like, "Oh, why is this, bank closed?" or "Oh, okay," or whatever, right? These holidays are kind of trash anyways. But that's interesting, right? Then you get that Michael Jordan connection. Isn't that I mean, I love doing this. You come to my channel as I grow and I advance in my head, I guess, in the decoding realm or whatever. I you connect. It's not just about the story, okay? It can be, but then you show how it connects to other stuff, and then the script gets exposed, right? Look at that. Notice how she wears 21, but look at this image with the 23 on her jersey, like MJ with the 23. And you see MJ with the 23 with North Carolina. And again, you see that South Carolina 23 right there. It says like class of 23 or whatever. But look, you want to see something else cool that I just thought of? I mean, I know, but look at when you put North Carolina. This is scripted. Look at North Carolina in the calculator. Look, 203 like 23. Wow, I just caught something else absolutely amazing, okay? Look at this. I may be I may be getting this confused with another story now. Now that I think of it. Oh no, I'm not. Man, look at that 77 with North Carolina right there, okay? I hope I'm recording. You see that 77 with North Carolina? Because look, last season she averaged 10.2 points and 7.7 rebounds per game as a junior. 7.7 like North Carolina has the 77 and that 203 is like 23. Look at how this hits. It hits big, huh? You can't recapture this energy. Okay? Look at that 23 right there. Come on, right? Okay, so that was awesome. I this is a character on the world stage, you're trending with an injury. Make my life better. Have me trending with the injury. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it, right? We're caught up in this script. You make it what you. Wow, Magic Johnson's born in 59 when Michael Jordan equals 59. Look at that right there. We're caught up in this script, okay? We make the best of it, but not feeling too guilty or, not feeling much sympathy for the characters on the world stage, okay? I'm just not. I mean, if somebody got a torn ACL in my neighborhood, I probably, to be honest, probably, you got to separate your emotions sometimes. It's like, oh, that sucks, but okay, whatever.
Dawn Staley and the South Carolina women's basketball team will be without one of its biggest stars for the 2025-26 season. South Carolina announced Monday, October 13th, that senior forward Chloe Kitts has been diagnosed with an ACL tear in her right knee. Kitts is expected to have surgery in the next week and will miss the entire 2025-26 season, a press release said. Kitts came into her own last season, averaging a career-high 10.2 points per game and 7.7 rebounds per game. She earned honorable mention All-America honors and was named MVP of the SEC tournament and NCAA Birmingham II Regional for her efforts. Kitts was generally regarded as a player with the potential to be a first-round pick in the 2026 WNBA draft. South Carolina is still a very good team without Kitts, but things will certainly get interesting when the season starts in a few weeks. The Gamecocks are already down a player in the post after forward Ashlyn Watkins announced earlier this summer she'd be taking the year off from basketball. South Carolina now has just 10 healthy players on the roster after Kitts' injury. Staley will speak to the media on Tuesday, October 14th in Birmingham, Alabama at SEC Media Days. There, we'll learn what exactly the plan is for the game.
Okay. We don't need all that script. So Dawn Staley, still their coach. I'm just going to quickly look. The dude mentioned her. I don't know if I'm going to have to edit that out because sometimes the volume doesn't play. Let's just look at the coach supposedly here. This is a big-time character as far as the coaches go. In college basketball, you always hear stories about this coach. Dawn Michelle Staley. She's born in Philadelphia. Michael Jordan's last game was against the Philadelphia 76ers. Kobe Bryant, born in Philadelphia. Look, she's born 5'4", May 4th. Kobe Bean Bryant equals 54. Okay, so there's more basketball connections there with well, I guess, you could say she's the coach here. So still connected to the player, right? And supposedly, and Dawn Staley's age 55. Michael Jordan had that amazing game against the Knicks when he came out of retirement, a little bit after he came out of retirement. I don't know, was it the first time? I don't know, the second time, the seventh time, I don't know. But he scored 55 against the Knicks. And you could go down that Dawn Staley rabbit hole and probably find more connections there. I think that Chloe Kitts is connected to this guy, Colin Murray Boyles. They might be dating or something because I keep seeing pictures of them. Let's see here. Let me ask Google, who is Chloe Kitts dating? There's probably something. Yeah, she is dating that guy, a fellow South Carolina basketball player who was drafted by the Raptors in 2025, huh? Oh, okay. So I don't know if he's playing, or I don't know if he's a solid player or not. But here he is right here. He's got that June 10th birthday, I see. Yeah, I keep seeing pictures of them. Oh, here he is. There he is with the Raptors jersey on right there. So yeah. Oh, is he trending? He is trending. Look at this. He's trending. I mean, what are the odds of that? Look, Brandon Ingram and Colin Murray Boyles are shining. I don't know. Is it like training camp? Well, look, this guy's 6'7", and North Carolina equals 67. With that North Carolina South, look at that right there, dude. So every base cipher connects with North Carolina, as this is a South Carolina team that Chloe Kitts is on, but obviously that connection. So all of this stuff hit during this breakdown right now. There's that 67. And her boyfriend's 6'7". So that's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool, huh? So what else? Are we good here? Look at the thumbnail hit heavy right there. Oh, look, Gamecocks equals 77. Coughing here. Look, Gamecocks equals 77 like North Carolina. And she averaged, was it 7.7 rebounds or assists last season? I can't remember. Chloe's got the 25, now injured in the year 25, out for the upcoming season. Amazing, right? Good stuff, okay? I mean, look at the thumbnail I put together. That hits really heavy. So what do you think, man? Strong connections. Oh, even her birth. Oh, we even get this news on uh the article is 10/13, October 13. 10 plus 13 is 23. To go with that 23 connection right there. Completely solid. Shout out to Richard West. This 21 and this 12's been popping up heavy. And I noticed Richard brought up the 12 in a recent video. Nice stuff, huh? So solid connections. We had Magic Johnson. Everything's by the numbers. You gotta, people out there need to understand that. You got Michael Jordan, you got Magic Johnson connections. You're a versatile player. You could probably say that about both of these players. Kobe Bryant connections there to the coach. That could be a slight stretch, but Michael Jordan's last game against Philadelphia. Good stuff. So there's going to be some stuff here left on the table. There's more stuff I could have brought up. There's going to be stuff. You're even connected to the injury. Look, you know what I'm saying? So if you think all of this is a coincidence, you got to give me at least that it's a fact. This is factual. All of this stuff is fact right here. Okay? So, I think I'm going to leave it there. This star forward Chloe Kitts out for the entire upcoming season. I don't think the season started yet. Here last season, look, they were 35-4 overall. It looks like right here. You see right there? But what about South Carolina Gamecocks women? When does the season start? I usually don't get an answer here. Maybe it's already started. No, that's last season. See, I can never get a straight answer. It doesn't look like it started because here's a bunch of games and there's no scores yet. You see that? How come they don't just give me a date? That's what I don't get. Do we go with this November 3rd against Grand Canyon? I don't know if that's the preseason. What date does the upcoming college women's basketball season start? If it's 1-1-3, 11-11. You know what's amazing? Let's go back here. Look at that 1-1-3 right there. Michael Jordan equals 1-1-3. Look, that's the first game that pops up. That might be the preseason. Look at that. 1-1-3, November 3rd, when Michael Jordan equals 1-1-3. And M's the 13th letter of the alphabet for Michael Jordan. Isn't that... You see what I'm saying? You can't make this up. Look at that. And remember, Magic Johnson, born in 59, Michael Jordan, 59. There's that Kobe Bryant birthday, 23rd day of the 8th month. Kobe Bryant equals 113. There's that 76 that connects to the Philadelphia thing we were just talking about. Forgot to mention. Fake world. South Carolina star forward Chloe Kitts to miss entire season with torn ACL. Until next time.